What's up, everybody? Welcome to today's workout. We are going to be doing a spicy one. We have got two different movements. We're going to be doing devil's press and lunges. So the way that this works is you are going to do an ascending ladder of devil's press with lunges in between. So we are going to do one devil's press and 6 alternating lunges, then 2 devil's press, 6 lunges, 3 devil's press, 6 lunges, and we are going to work our way up until we hit 10 devil's press and 6 alternating lunges. The score is going to be the total amount of time that you are working today, and there's a 15-minute time cap. So if you get done with the 10 devil's press and 6 lunges, you are done and welcome to go about your day. If there is still time left on the clock, you are welcome to keep going and continue adding to the devil's presses with 11 and 6, 12 and 6, and seeing how far you can get in the 15 minutes. You also might time cap and not finish those 10 devil's presses. That's totally okay. This is your workout today. You make it as hard or as backed off as you need to be. If you want a little bit of a ninja option, you can add weight to those alternating lunges in between, but just make sure you're listening and honoring what your body is saying today. Don't just go off what I'm telling you to do. Okay? For the devil's press, we are going to be falling to the ground, just like we do with a burpee, and then getting up, but we're not getting all the way up. We get up enough to grab some weight and then send that weight overhead. So basically, a devil's press is a burpee with a ground to overhead with some sort of a weighted object. The thing to keep in mind with a devil's press, you want to keep your legs wide. I think it's easier that way. Yes, there are some people who find it easier to jump inside their weights and swing them this way. And if you are one of those people, that is totally okay. I tend to see that puts a little more strain on lower backs. So just be super, super cautious if you're going to do that. But if it feels more natural, go for it. I prefer to do mine wide, so that's how I do all of mine. So that way when I jump, wide up, jump back, jump into my hands from my devil's press. My hands are on my weights this way. I can keep my back nice and straight, load up my hamstrings, and then swing those weights through and use that power and force from my hips, like a kettlebell dumbbell swing almost, to send those weights overhead. I just find that a little bit more effective for me, a little less stress on my back, and I also get to seems like I work my booty a little bit more, which I'm always looking to do that. But again, if you like to have your legs closer when you jump back to your burpee and pick them up this way, that is absolutely okay. Now, if you are modifying your burpee and you don't go all the way to the ground, maybe you modify on a table, a counter, a chair, wherever, that is okay. You can still do a devil's press. What I would recommend is that you put your weights outside of your hand space, do your burpee, step up, grab your weights, and then send them overhead and set them back down. Then do a burpee, step up, grab your weights, send them overhead, and set them back down. It's sometimes a little challenging to grab those weights and swing them through because, there's like your furniture in the way, and we don't really need to be taking out furniture with a devil's press. Now, if for some reason that going overhead is just not happening, that's okay. These could totally be regular burpees today. So just make them work for you. On the lunges, these are going to be 6 alternating lunges, so they should be pretty quick for you. I do not care whether they are stepping backwards or whether you are stepping forward. You can even do these as walking lunges if you wanted to. The thing to keep in mind is making sure that your knees are about as 90 degrees in the front and 90 degrees as possible. We don't want to be here doing our lunges, and we don't want to be back like this doing our lunges up in this direction. We want to get that back knee as close to the ground as possible and keeping both in a 90-degree angle. That way we can really drive through that glute, use those quads, and use all the right muscles to protect our knees while we do these lunges. If you need something underneath your knee, maybe going to the ground isn't quite happening, I'm going to be using a blanket that's kind of lifts up my contact surface a little bit because my knees are still a little angry with me. So I am going to have something that I can come into contact with so that I know I'm getting low without really going all the way down and putting a lot of stress on my knees. All right, let's stretch this out. We've got the full body burpee stretch and we've got some legs. So let's keep those legs together. We're gonna hang down, kind of stretch out those hips, the hamstrings, press into the lower back, anywhere that's tight, and let's walk it down, roll down like we're doing a burpee, press up, and then we'll push it back into a downward dog. You can roll out those hips here again, roll out the shoulders, press the head through, and then walk it back up. Let those hips hang again. We're gonna do one more of those. Walk it out, roll it down like a burpee, roll back up, and downward dog. Pressing through those shoulders, anywhere that's sticky, and walking it back up. All right, from here, let's do some lunges. So we're gonna take a really wide lunge, not what you'll be doing in the workout, but this is a great lunge to stretch open those hips. If you prefer to keep that back leg up, that's fine. You can prop yourself up, you can put some support on the ground. We really just wanna think about letting gravity pull that hip down and just opening it all up. Keeping that knee over the ankle, not out over the toes. And let's switch legs. Same thing here as with the other side. Doesn't matter if you support down or push yourself up more of a standing, that's okay. Nice. All right, now let's do a few stepping lunges just to get used to that movement. So we're gonna step it forward, nice and controlled. Step it backwards just for some practice and a little more control. Nice. Now guys, let's love on ourselves. We'll get our shoulders ready to go up and overhead. And let's take one arm and swim her back. And swim her forward. And back with the other arm. And forward. Awesome. Guys, I am going to encourage you to pause this video. Make sure you check out the cards or the links down below to the videos on how to do devil's press and lunges. Check for modifications, and then I want you to try a couple of each one just so that you feel comfortable and getting ready to do them in the workout. Stretch anything else that you need to stretch, grab any other equipment, come on back, we'll get this done. Alrighty friends, welcome back. You ready? We have got an ascending ladder of devil's presses mixed in with some lunges. So you're going to do 1 devil's press, 6 lunges, 2 devil's press, 6 lunges, 3 devil's press, 6 lunges, and you will always add 1 devil's press while keeping the lunges the same at 6 until you hit 10 devil's press and 6 lunges. Your score is going to be the total amount of time that you were working today. If you time cap, you time cap. Just keep moving. You can finish them and be done, or you can turn it into an AMRAP where you just keep going up that ladder if you still have time before the 15 minutes hits. This one's gonna get spicy. It's a lot of devil's press. Make sure that you pace yourself at the beginning because their first few aren't gonna be so bad. But keep pushing because once you get like 7, 8 devil's presses, they got a little rough. There's a reason they call them a devil's press. They're not very nice. Should we find out? All right, guys, we got 10 seconds. 1 devil's press, 6 lunges. You ready?
3, 2, 1, go.
Go. Then we go to 2. Always add 1 to the devil's press. But keep the lunges the same. we got this. Keep moving. You're doing awesome. No matter what you're doing, it's awesome because you're moving. How are you guys feeling? Good. Me too.
Trust me.
I just did my 10 and 6. So I'm gonna take a second, shake it out, and then I'm gonna keep going. Just need a second.
Remaining.
1 minute left. If you're still working, let's keep crushing.
Seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1, done.
Whew. Awesome job, everybody. If you need a second, walk around, shake out, bring your heart rate down, pause the video, and then come on back and we'll stretch it out. I don't know about you guys, but my chest and my shoulders are lit up. So let's find somewhere that we can put our hands on that's a little bit elevated. Mantle, chair, the wall, and if you can't find that, we'll just do this as a regular child's pose. but we're gonna try to go for an elevated child's pose. So we're gonna kneel down in front of that, hands up, and let's just press through, get your head through your shoulders. Nice big stretch through those shoulders. You can turn, look under each armpit, get a little more of a stretch out of it. Nice. And let's take it up, hold on to a wall or something. We'll stretch out the chest a little bit. Hold on to that wall, turn away from your hand. Oh, just relax that shoulder so it stretches open that chest. We're gonna do the same on the other side, switch hands and turn against it. Nice. If you need to grab hold of a wall, we're gonna pull that leg up. We're gonna stretch the quads on each side. Keep those knees in close together. Push the hips forward so that you're getting a nice stretch in the front of the leg and the hip flexor a little bit. And we're gonna do the same on the other side. Grab that heel, keep those knees together. Stand up straight, press that hip forward. Nice. Remember guys, your score is the total amount of time that you were working for today. Put any comments about how far you got in the score, and make sure you keep stretching if anything else is tight. Keep hydrated, get some sleep, come back tomorrow and we'll have some more fun, okay?